Improvement Pill here. A couple of months ago, I was at a conference for entrepreneurs and the father of Caleb Maddix gave a speech on stage. Now, I didn't know who Caleb was at the time, and I'm assuming most of you don't either, so I'll give you a quick rundown. Caleb Maddix was born in 2001 and made his first million at the age of 16. He actually started his journey as an entrepreneur much earlier than that at the age of 12, when he published the best-selling book, Keys to Success for Kids. He's pals with some of the most well-known self-improvement legends like Tony Robbins, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Gary Vee, just to name a few. And there's even a video of him closing a $10,000 deal on the phone when he was just 14. So just hearing all of this made me very curious. How is it that this kid was able to reach such high levels of success at such a young age? I mean, seriously, when I was 12, I was still hanging out in the park, playing tag after school. Back then, I never thought about my career or what I should be doing with my life. Not to say that there's anything wrong with enjoying one's childhood, but it really makes you wonder, how did Caleb Maddix become so successful? And that's exactly what his father, Matt Maddix, talked about on stage. Now, Matt is a single father. He and Caleb's mother had some sort of falling out early on in Caleb's childhood, so he was forced to raise Caleb all on his own, which is an extremely hard thing to do because, well, kids take up a lot of time. You have to entertain them and keep them busy or else they go crazy. The problem was, Matt was a public speaker. His job involved traveling around the world giving speeches on stage, and although he would bring Caleb along with him, he still had to keep Caleb busy while he was working. So here's what Matt decided to do. When Caleb was only 6 years old, Matt told him that if he could finish reading The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, which is a 500-page book, he would get $20. That's a lot of money for a 6-year-old. So, needless to say, Caleb was extremely motivated and he finished the book in only a couple of weeks. Matt decided to keep this tradition and continued to offer $20 for every self-improvement book his son read. And it's this one action that caused Caleb to reach the levels of success he now has at such a young age. See, the amount of success we have in life is directly correlated with the quality of teachers you learn from. Because if you think about it, in theory, it's your teacher's job to help you succeed in life. That's kind of the point of going to school, right? That's why we learn things like English and math and history, because this stuff is supposed to help you. But the thing is, it's the quality of your teachers that ultimately determines how successful you become. If you're learning from average Joe Schmoes who just happen to get teaching degrees, the majority of which teach from a textbook, not from their personal experience, all you're going to learn is how to be as successful as just another Joe Schmo on the street. If you want to outperform others, if you want to be healthier, wealthier, happier than the average person, you need to learn from the teachers who are known worldwide as experts in these areas, who know how to do things better than most other people. You should not focus on learning from your average school teacher or professor, because for the most part, all they're going to teach you is how to perform at an average level. Learn from the average and you will become average. Learn from the successful and you will become successful. Now, you can learn from the successful in a variety of ways. You can watch their videos, listen to their podcasts, but personally, I think the best way to learn is by reading their books, more specifically by listening to their audiobooks, which brings us to the sponsors of today's video, Audible. I've been using them for years now because Audible allows you to listen to books in places where you normally wouldn't be able to pull out a physical book, such as when you're working out, when you're shopping for groceries, or when you're driving to work. You can easily finish a book every week or two just by using Audible while doing your day-to-day tasks. Go to www.audible.com/improvementpill or text improvement pill to 500 to get started today. You will get 1 free audiobook of your choice and 2 free Audible originals every single month. On top of that, Amazon Prime members can get Audible for just $4.95 per month for the first 3 months. That's basically 3 months for the price of one. This offer ends July 31st, 2019, so make sure you act fast. I'm currently listening to Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, who is hands down one of the best teachers on this planet when it comes to willpower. So definitely check it out. Besides that, guys, stay tuned.